All right, hey everybody, back with another news feed here for you. This one, right off the bat, right thing to do. Man sacrifices his truck to save an unconscious driver on the highway. Love this. So basically what we got here is a Good Samaritan rescued a woman stopping her out-of-control vehicle in a suburb of Denver on Friday, September 6th. So what it was is this girl missed her off-ramp here. She was completely passed out, hunched over the passenger seat, still going forward, no hands on the wheel, no nothing. She was having a seizure. She was done. He said with traffic moving about 30 miles an hour, he made a split-second decision to sacrifice his pickup truck to stop the driver. I got in front of her, looked behind me to make sure there was nobody else behind me, he said, and then I stopped so she could hit me, so I let her vehicle impact me to stop her from moving forward. He then jumped out of his 15-year-old Ram truck, you can see this is him over here talking, telling the story, and grabbed a floor jack to break out the window and turn off the unconscious woman's vehicle's ignition. Luckily, an off-duty police officer was nearby to help shut down the ignition. A nurse was also sitting in traffic, jumped out to help. She was like, look, she was yelling, it looks like she's had a seizure, don't touch her. She was going off the end of this Wadesworth off-ramp and just kept going straight. Pretty cool. And she would have went straight down that hill and into oncoming traffic if he didn't jump his truck in front of her. Very little damage to his truck, but interesting point is, let's think about how many people would actually do this today. Okay, ask yourself that question. Would you? How many people would? To instantly, in that split second, that little bit amount of time, to take your time to do this, to stop a car, pretty crazy, you got to give hats off to this guy and a huge round of applause for that split second thinking, to realize it, to jump in, to do it, to process everything that was going on and make it happen, going down a road. Very, very impressive. So, like I said, well done to this guy here. That's pretty straight up and impressive. His name right here, Ryan Merrick, is the guy's name. And like I said, not many people would do that today. And even if they could and said they would, not many people would be able to do it in the speed it needed to be done and make it happen. Very impressive. Now, moving on from there, best off-road truck of 2024. This I was excited for. Okay, U.S. News. I'm like, okay, off-road trucks. Best off-road trucks. The ranking on these things is by far the funniest I've ever seen. So let's take a look at it real quick. Okay. So they're showing a Tundra right here. Yeehaw, that's exciting. Cool, very good, nice. All right, but now let's get into the list. We got to go through it like this. Okay, starting off, these are compact pickup trucks. So let's see what they're going to call. Number one with a score of 8.9 out of 10 in an off-road category. Remember, this is off-road trucks, best off-road trucks. With a score of 8.9 comes in a Ridgeline. There you go. We'll leave commentary to itself. You can say it if you want to. Let's roll from there. Number two is the Toyota Tacoma, coming in with a matching score of 8.9 in the off-road world. And number three, number three is a ZR2 Bison Edition, not just a ZR2, but the ZR2 Bison Edition scores 8.7 in off-road, compared to a Ridgeline and a Tacoma. Moving on from there, the AT4X AEV Edition Canyon comes in with the same score, 8.7. Nissan Frontier Pro 4X comes in at 8.4. And a Ford Ranger Raptor comes in at 8.3. And a Jeep Gladiator comes in at 8.3. We did mention, too, that this is best off-road trucks of 2024. Moving on from there, full-size trucks. We get the Rebel coming in with a 9.5 out of 10. We get the Tremor, F-150 Tremor, 9.4. And we get the Sierra 1500 AT4X, which, don't forget, we do got front and rear lockers here. Only truck out of this whole lineup that does. I believe, I know the Chevy version does, but I believe the GM one does as well, too. Yeah, locking front and rear diffs. But apparently this is 9.1. And then we go to here, which is a ZR2, which for some reason comes in at 8.8 for the 1500 ZR2. And then we have the Tundra Pro coming in at 8.8 here. And we have the Nissan Titan coming in at 8.3. And what else we got on here? That's it. So, here, now they're going to tell us what to look for in an off-road truck. Like, I'm going to really put any food for thought into anything they're going to tell me what to look for But just for the heck of it, let's see here. Four-wheel drive trucks with four-wheel drive power sent to four. Okay, but let's see. What should we look for? We should be looking for skid plates. We should be looking for off-road suspension. We should be looking for longer wheel travel. We should be looking for different options available. We should be looking for locking differentials and to give us maximum traction. Do they not know? What's the next page? Is there more stuff on here? What else to look for? No. But did they read their list when I made this list? Pretty funny. Anyway, there it is for you. That's what U.S. News reports is the best off-road trucks. Now, the big one here. Toyota Motor Manufacturing, Alabama produces 10 millionth engine will-power hybrid truck. Okay, it's a Tacoma motor. It was their 10 millionth engine. It is right here. They got 89 photos. I'm not going to go through all these photos on here. They just got a bunch of them, but you can see here some of the assembly line stuff they're doing, what they're making, and how they're building these truck engines. So here it is right here, but let's close this. Let's read the article here and look at it. So this was it. It happened right here. Now, this plant in Alabama was operational since 2003, and it's U.S.-based plant started engine assembly of April of that year with the V8, then the V6 followed suit in 2005. Then in 2011 saw the introduction of the i4s for the Camry, the Venza, the Highlander, the Sienna, and the RAV4. Regarding the 10 millionth engine, it's a 2.4-liter turbo Ford that'll power a hybrid truck that's going to probably go into, most likely, going to go right into the Tacoma. And but anyway, so they have made 10 million motors. They are thrilled to celebrate this milestone. Here's to the next 10 million engines will take us, and around 2,000 workers are tasked with assembling a whole lot of engines. And Toyota estimates upward of 777,000 every single year. That's how many motors are pumping out of this Alabama plant. And then they go to show you some of the ones they make, what they're doing with it. That's also where the Tundra and Sequoia motors are made. Also where the Lexus LS500 is at here. They're making 2018, 17s. So like I said, they got a lot of cool things that are coming here. But this plant's pumping them out. Let's take a look at some of their photos real fast here if you want to just see some of the engine working stuff they got going on. See, I don't know why they're showing us I don't want to look at all these. How about showing me some of the layout at the actual plant instead of showing me these trucks? And they're not gonna, are they? No, they're not. What a waste of time. I would much rather have seen assembly line productions and engines being built and that kind of stuff on how they do that and how the process is. But anyway, there we go. That's what we have. This is the 10th millionth engine coming out of the Alabama plant right there for you. So any comments you got, put them down below. Thanks for watching.